Guys, how are you? Just so happened that I was able to stop. Well, first off, how's the audio? Typically, I have time to get that all sorted out before I go live. Um, been kind of running nonstop ever since I parked the truck 33 minutes ago. Can you hear me? I can see you guys. Okay, I guess my tablet's just having an issue getting caught up. Okay. All right, so here we are. Um, got the window shades up, streetwalkers in sleep mode. I've taken care of everything I need to take care of. Completely ready to go. And here we are. I'm getting a lot of buffering on the tablet. Are you guys getting that? It looks fine on the phone, but it's buffering and all blurry and crap down here. Great. Okay, so we are in, well, we're in nowhere, but we are just a few miles outside of a little town called Rock River, Wyoming. Uh, those of you who transport or live in Wyoming or run the 80 or think Rock Springs, no, uh, Rock River. Rock Springs is way back west. So, um, anyway, we got that unit dropped in Vegas, as you guys will see in the video that's going to get dropped in a couple days. I'm still getting used to this recording stuff and not releasing it the same day and going live in the middle of it. I forget what I've put in the video and whatnot. Anyway, we're growing. We're figuring things out. I think that this format is better for you guys. Instead of a 3 or 4 minute video, you get a 15 or 20 minute video that's actually got some information in it. So I think that's better for you guys, and it keeps me from having to try and find something to talk about every day. Anyway, those of you who follow me on Instagram, you saw the post at the truck stop doing my 30-minute break. We're about 24 miles, 26 miles, something like that, from meeting up with that driver who had the breakdown. I could have got the unit tonight and then made it back here to exactly where I'm at. It would have been real tight on time. The parking lot is extremely full, so actually probably even by now it's full. So there was that risk of having somewhere to park this 40-foot trailer. The specific type of trailer is they're very picky and sensitive about rock chips in the paint, so not being able to look it over very thoroughly at night. I'd kind of rather pick it up in the morning, and the drivers broke down at a family member's house, so everything's good. So let's see what's going on in the chat, because there's a lot. Let's talk about it. We'll get to that. There are a couple things I want to go over. I've gone over them before, but I feel like it's something that needs to be brought up again, because all of a sudden I'm having the problem again. And you know what? It happens as my channel is growing, and I'm watching like every day. I'm getting a decent amount of subscribers. Not like crazy. I'm not blowing up, but you know, getting between 10 and 20 subscribers a day. Yeah, you know, there's people that are gonna not have all the information. I mean, I put out a lot of videos, So yeah. Yes, yes, can hear you. Party started. Tick, tic tac toe. I think I just saw you in High Mileage Helpers on Sunday, didn't I? Audio is okay. Let's get this part. By Bossler. Good morning from Kuwait. I hate that place. uh, yeah, not a big fan of Kuwait. Okay, so a couple of you are saying that it's blurry. That's cell service. It's real sketchy out here where I'm at right now. Those of you that run Interstate 80, and well, I'm about 20 miles east of Elk Mountains, so that should tell you something. So I'm trying to do what I can. We're using the truck's internet. It's more reliable. And so yes, that means the street walker is idling, but these videos are usually only about an hour, so she won't be idling too long. So let's get the bad part out of the way, and then we'll spend the rest of this doing like we normally do. So by all means, right now, go ahead. If you guys have questions or comments or things you want to know or whatever. By the way, love this shirt. Throw them in the chat, and when I get done hashing out what I need to hash out, I'll get caught back up. It won't be hard to find the last comment, good morning from Kuwait, because yeah. All right. I'm not going to call someone out in public, not going to say, you know, who, but there have been a few people that have been doing this, and one person really bad. If you get into the comments and you ask me a question and I respond to your question, and then you start getting into every single video I have and asking the same question over and over without looking at where I answered you, and it wasn't like they all just happened at once. This was over like a 4 or 5 day period. A, I'll ignore you because clearly you don't care and you're just typing to type. And B, if it gets ridiculous, I am capable of blocking people from the channel. I don't want to deal with trolls. You know, comments, great. If you want to disagree with me and have a valid point, great. I'm fine with it. You know, I've learned stuff from people in the chat, and I have taught people in the chat. I'm not some holier than thou kind of guy, but if you're just trying to troll or just coming at things from a place of feeling instead of fact, no, I don't care. Secondly, oh shoot, now I can't even remember what the second thing was. Anyway, not a whole lot going on in the chat today. Let's see. Secondly, it was just right there. It was just right there. Well, crap. Motion sickness. I'll go ahead and answer your question while hopefully I can remember what I was trying to say. Don't get old. How often or much am I home doing RVs? As much as you want. You know, that's the thing about this job or anything where you're an owner operator that doesn't do a forced dispatch. You're home when you want. I took most of June and July off just because I'm if you're new here, I'm not sure if you're aware, but I am a part of a veterans veteran MC with first responders, veteran MC, veteran first responder MC. Holy crap, I'm tired. And living in Idaho, where it's, you know, we actually have a winter, all of the charity events and everything is just slammed right in the summer. So I took most of those 2 months off, on top of the kids being out of school, and it, you know, I still worked, but not near as hard as I normally do. I'm about to take a week and a half off. Um, you're home whenever you want, and that's, I don't know a better way to answer that question. I hope that kind of filled in the blank of what you were looking for. Uh, the Horizon system update. Thankfully, um, I was dispatched on a unit before they started the update, got it picked up. They started the update. I got home. I did a reset at my house. The reset turned into 3 days instead of a day and a half because things, and you'll see that in the video that comes out in a couple days. And then I got on the road the day that the system picked back up, and just got lucky and happened to nab this load that I'm about to go pick up first thing in the morning. So did it slow me down? Kinda, but not real bad, because I was already planning on staying for a reset anyway. But I've talked to a lot of people who got hit real hard by that. No, I have a, sorry, David, is a 2 inch a requirement? No, I have a 3 inch on mine, and then I just have reducer to hitch. Yep. Devil dog trucking. Yep. Just understand the brain fart thing. We quit getting our daily crayon supply, and everything just kind of tanks. Dewey, I have no idea what's going on with the slow freight. I know what I can see on our load board, and I don't know how much that changes or is different with everyone else. What month do loads get slower and less? What month does work pick back up? There's not a set time. It's kind of like a time of year. It's right around this time we slow down. Last year it wasn't as bad. I'm told that was my first winter, but I'm told it wasn't as bad last year as it typically is. Freaking COVID. So you live in Mountain Home, Idaho? Is that what you're saying there, motion sickness? Uh, Wave was down for 3 days. Yeah, Wave and Horizon. Oh, I mean, I'm only on my second day. I'm just, I don't know. I've been really tired all day, and I haven't been able to figure out why. I slept great last night, so I don't know. Uh, Motion sick Friday night. I mean, I know what I see on the load board, but that's no different. Okay, so here we are. I'm completely frozen, and I don't know if that's, no. Okay, so I don't know if I'm still broadcasting Casting. I listen to a lot of podcasts while I'm driving. And apparently, for everyone, the topic of today was COVID. Um, I heard some things that I don't understand, and I have a personal experience that I don't understand. So, this thing is weird. I I get it's a virus, and I'm not saying that it's not a virus. Have the potential to harm or kill. But I'm seeing all this other stuff, you know, all these different mortality rates. And then one doctor was on this podcast show, whatever, saying there is no way the world ever bounces back from this, and we will always, worldwide, we will always wear masks, and we will always have to go through phases of lockdown, open, lockdown, open. I don't, no. And I went into the hospital, I think it was Saturday. Um, Saturday or Sunday. Went into the ER, middle of the night. Um, I had swallowed a piece of aluminum, and I was having a good deal of pain in my throat. Obviously, you know, you swallow aluminum shavings, yeah. Um, the doctor, before they even did an x-ray on my throat to see how much was in there, are you sure that it's aluminum? Yeah, pretty certain. You know, when I scraped it out of my mouth and looked at it and tried to rinse it out with water, and then my throat started hurting immediately after. Yes, I'm pretty certain it's aluminum. I think you have COVID. No. I mean, it's possible, but fairly certain it's aluminum. Well, I don't want to do a test because the test is going to come back negative. But I'm certain you have COVID. I mean, there's metal. It went down, and it hurts. Okay, so we're done here. I'm just leaving. Cool. And I am clearly having issues with the chat. So, until this thing picks back up, I have to play this game. Let's see. Have you hauled into Best RV in Turlock? There were 9 trucks with campers there at 4 last Monday morning. Nope, I try to avoid California. I'm not a fan of that state. Is it true that not many GM trucks with the Duramax Hotshot? Yes. I mean, I've seen a couple, but typically, no, it's Ford and Dodge. And and as I've said 100 times, I'm a Chevy guy. I've always been a Chevy guy. I will probably always be a Chevy guy. But for a work truck, Power Stroke. It's more expensive than a Dodge. There's a reason. Get onto any of these forums on Facebook that are Hotshot or RV Transport or whatever, and 7 or 8 out of 10 of the trucks that are broken down are Dodges. Now, is that because there's more of them and they break down more? Maybe. There's not that many more of them, though. Like, yeah, I see more Dodges than Fords, but not to that degree. So it comes down to you get what you pay for. And that's just my opinion. You know, it's not gospel or church or whatever. Take it for whatever you want to take it for. And I swore my whole life I'd never own a Ford, and now I'm telling you, as long as I'm in the transportation industry, I will never not own a Ford. Motion sickness. You said in one of your videos you'd been gone for 4 cycles. What is a cycle? Cycle is a 70-hour work period, and I did a video on this, and I don't know why. I've had this video up for a year, and almost a year, and no one has cared, and then all of a sudden in the last 2 or 3 days I'm getting countless questions about that specifically. So that video is titled 70, 34, 14, 11, 10, 8, what does it all mean? And in that I break down how your solar cycle works, what each time is, and whatnot. Now, one thing has changed since I made that video. Now, when you do your 30-minute break, it does not have to be on duty. I have pulled into the fuel island, waited to fueled, and then pulled into a parking spot for another 10 or 11 minutes, and I've met my 30-minute requirement. Or pulled into a dealership to drop off, do my drop off, which usually takes about 18 to 20-ish minutes for them to go through their, check their paperwork and whatnot. And by the time I get my documents uploaded, I'm around 22 or 24 minutes. I sit there for another 6 minutes, and I'm back on the road. My 30-minute break is complete. Other than that, everything in that video still stands true, unless I've missed an update or a law change or whatever. Oh, Scott, Los Angeles lockdown. Like I said, I try to avoid that state. No, you are not going. No. Stop that. Do you run paper logs? No. Horizon requires electronic logs, so everyone uses the Keep Truckin' app on their phone or their tablet. I particularly run an ELD, so that's what this tablet is for. This tablet has 2 apps on it. It has Keep Truckin', so that I can run my ELD, and then I downloaded YouTube on it so that when I do these live videos, I can see the comment section without having to do this, because right now this thing is, and it won't update the comment section. But you are required to carry 7 days worth of paper logs in your truck. So, I do have them. Driving a regular cab dually and starting with Indiana Transport after the first of the year. Any newbie recommendations? I'm already retired at 51, 700 a week for life. Well, the regular cab's gonna suck. Hopefully it's got a full bench and it's not got a center console like mine, and then you can actually lay down and sleep. Otherwise, you're gonna be spending a lot of money on hotel rooms. Other than that, watch my videos, watch High Mileage Helper, watch Weekend Truckin'. They've all put out great information as far as the RV transport business. Howdy from Elkhart. Well, hello from Elkhart. Mr. High Mileage Helper, thank you, good sir. How are you? I really wish this would update. So I hate trying to get up there and let me try closing this whole thing completely out. Log back into the video. Maybe that'll work. Hey, there we go. I got my chat back. All right, I can quit doing this now. Oh, new. Would I get another 450 or step down to a 250 or a 350? Well, I think I would I don't know. I've been going back and forth on this. I think I gotta wait and see. I mean, I'm still looking at doing a big change in the in what I'm doing, how I operate, and if I do that, absolutely 450. If I don't know. I might step down. Okay. I think so. Some require a distribution hitch, and in that case, you obviously have to have a distribution hitch. And if a regular hitch, which one is best? Oh, I have one regular hitch, and it's rated at 21,000 pounds. Okay, this is getting irritating. On a 2021 350 dual real XL in Texas for 61. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Yeah, Ohioan, I'm fighting with I'm fighting with the signal here. It sucks. I wonder if it's probably not going to help. Oh, that's chilly. That's really chilly. Let's see. That's not gonna work. So, let's see. Hi from North Carolina. Magno, thank you. Appreciate the support. Yeah, Nunu, I have heard great things about the Gen Y hitch. Yeah, I have heard great things about the Gen Y hitch. Seemed to work better when your tablet stopped working. I wonder about that. Because I have the tablet. Okay. So let's see what that does. Walker, I'm assuming you're using a mobile hotspot. Kinda. I'm using the internet that my truck produces because it has better signal than my phone itself. '84 East out of Baker. Really, they have it closed east of Baker City. That's abnormal. Usually it's west of Baker. Ohioan, what phone carrier do I recommend? Not Sprint. I don't know if it's... Oh. Okay, so it's not a weather thing. It's a crash. You guys getting the feed still? Because my phone is saying it's not broadcasting, but I'm seeing the chat, which makes me think that it's working. Okay, let's try... I feel like that is not better. And that's really cold outside. Right, that would be great, Walker, except I'm not using my phone to do the YouTube. Okay. Well, good. Sounds like it's kind of working then. Tic-tac-toe, you are not wrong, my friend. Unfortunately, I won't be out of Wyoming until tomorrow. I'll probably wind up somewhere around Winnemucca tomorrow. Okay, I think I'm with dealing with this internet cutting in and out. I'm probably going to cut this in a few minutes. So if you got any last minute questions, throw them out there. But I'm probably going to be ending this pretty soon because, yeah. Wyoming winds mess with cell service. I suppose that could be. You get the tower start shaking. Yeah, I could see that. Oh, Eric, I think I'd rather not. My brother's Air Force, and he's sent me plenty of stuff. And do I use GPS? Well, yeah, I use my phone. Honestly, I'm using it less and less as I'm learning learning the roads more. I've only been doing this about a year. Ohioan, I have no idea. I hope so. I hope that it picks up in the new year. Let's see, what weather apps? I use Windy and Weather Channel. I also use Trucker Path, and that's pretty well how I do everything. High mileage. When can we get together again? Yeah, remember, we're getting every RV transporter across the country together into Indiana in 2 weeks for your wedding. Back in Indiana, I've been taking scraps out of here for the past 12 days. New York, Pennsylvania, Missouri deliveries in actually 12 days. I look forward to meeting up with you on the road sometime. Evan, I would love that. I would love that. I do not use DriveWise and high mileage, a serious response to your, and I had about 43,000 miles logged driving those various, and that's not counting. Oh, I also had my Abrams license, so I had all of those miles verified, and just took all that to DMV. I had to take the written test and got my CDL. All right, guys. In 3 minutes, I'm cutting this. Time, current time here is 10:12. At 10:15, this feed's over. By Salem, yeah, the Tic-Tac-Toe, they have a yard close to Salem, yes. When can a Class A non-CDL pull? 26,000. I can't remember the name of the city. Chris, if you're still in here, what's that yard that's right on the railroad tracks just outside of Salem? I can't remember what city that's in. Dallas. Yes, Dallas. Thank you. And what brand anti-gel? I always get it wrong. It's the one in the white jug. Power Clean, Diesel Clean. I don't... Chris yells at me every time I talk about it. I never get it right. I don't know why. It's the one in the white jug. They also have gray and red, all the same company. The red is for when you have already gelled, and it ungels your gelled diesel so you can get going down the road ungelled. Anybody I know using a Chevy? No. I've met one transporter using a Chevy, and we didn't really talk. Yeah. Power service. There you go. Are you supposed to wash the bugs off? Some places yes, some places no. Your BOL tells you whether or not you're supposed to wash it or not. I have ran Hotshot. I've also ran Howes. Howes. I try to run the power service. If not, Howes is my next go-to. If not, then I do the Hotshot. Oh, Walker, you must be new here. No, this is definitely not my first time doing a live feed. If you go back and you look through my video archive, the ones that are an hour long or close to it are all live videos, except for one, RV transportation application to delivery, 59 minutes, and I think it was 7 seconds, 2 seconds, 59 minutes. That one was not a live. That was a video that me and Chris spent 7 or 8 days working on and got that whole thing put together. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this one. I appreciate you taking the time out of your night, especially this late, to hang out with me. And like I said, I'm about halfway through the next video, so be sure to catch that in a couple days when it gets dropped. And as always, those of you out on the roads, I wish you fair winds and following seas. Take care and have a great day.